After helping Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince stop a bank robbery from a terrorist group gone wrong in Gotham City, Barry Allen revisits his childhood home and remembers his youth with his parents Nora and Henry. Before Henry's wrongful imprisonment for Nora's murder, overcome by his emotions, Barry accidentally uses the Speed Force to travel back in time to earlier in the day and informs Bruce about it. Despite Bruce's warnings that time travel can have unintended consequences, Barry goes back to the day of Nora's death and prevents it from happening. As Barry returns to the present, he is knocked out of the Speed Force by another speedster and ends up in an alternate 2013 where his mother is alive. He finds his past self and realizes he has arrived on the day he originally obtained his powers. Udharan Chennai. Barry and his younger self go to the Central City Police Department, where Barry forces 2013 Barry to be struck by lightning in order to recreate the accident that gave him his powers. Both Barrys end up getting struck by the lightning, giving 2013 Barry his powers, but causing Barry to lose his own powers in the process. As Barry struggles to train 2013 Barry on how to properly use his powers, the two of them see a broadcast by General Zod, who is preparing to invade Earth. The Barrys attempt to assemble the Justice League but are unsuccessful. As in this timeline, they are unable to locate Dinah. Victor Stone has not gained his abilities yet, and Arthur Curry was never born. The two travel to Wayne Manor, hoping to find Bruce, but instead find an alternate, older version of him who has retired from crime fighting. Bruce explains the concept of the multiverse, revealing that using time travel to alter history not only affects events after the alteration, but before it as well, explaining why Barry notices changes to the timeline that occurred before his initial point of time travel. The two Barrys convince Bruce to help them find Kal-El, using a backdoor connection to NASA within the Bat computer. Barry and Bruce are able to locate a Kryptonian pod that was reportedly discovered in Siberia. Upon arrival, they instead find Kal-El's cousin, Kara Zor-El. After rescuing Kara from the facility, Barry asks Bruce to help him get his powers back by recreating the original accident. The first two attempts fail and nearly kill Barry, prompting Kara to fly Barry into the storm and get struck by lightning a third time, successfully reviving his powers. Kara and Bruce join the two Barrys to fight Zod's forces. During the battle with Zod, Kara learns that Zod intercepted an infant Kal-El's escape pod and killed him during a failed attempt to retrieve the codex needed to repopulate the Kryptonian species, with Zod revealing the codex was within Kara. The two fight, with Zod overpowering and killing Kara and obtaining the codex from her blood, while Bruce also sacrifices himself in an unsuccessful attempt to take down a Kryptonian ship. Udharan Chennai. The two Barrys travel back through time to save their companions, but are unable to change their fates. Barry realizes that they will not be able to save them. But 2013, Barry keeps trying, repeatedly traveling back through time, but always failing. As 2013, Barry travels, the multiverse starts to collapse in on itself. Eventually, the corrupted speedster who originally knocked Barry out of the Speed Force returns and is revealed to be a future version of 2013, Barry, who still believes he can save his world from Zod and prevent the deaths of Bruce and Kara. He explains the causal loop paradox that led to his own creation, but grows angry when Barry reveals his intention to reverse the changes to the timeline by letting Nora die. Enraged, the Dark Speedster attempts to kill Barry, but impales 2013, Barry, who sacrifices himself to save Barry and wipes the Dark Speedster from the timeline. In the aftermath, Barry undoes the changes he made to the timeline and comes to terms with his mother's death. However, He makes a minor change in the past, creating new evidence in the present day that proves Henry's innocence. After returning to the present and helping to exonerate Henry, Barry is contacted by Bruce, whose appearance has changed once again as a result of Barry's timeline change.